This is a Sammy club. It's a Pittsburgh club. It was probably from the mid-20s. Each club has its own story. The Johnny Appleseed of American golf. And that's when he had his shop in Lombard.
For John McIntosh, his love of golf is in his blood.
I set the course record at Palmbrook in 1996.
John's family, originally from Scotland, was one of the first families to help teach the game of golf to North Americans. His grandfather, D.B. Dave McIntosh, was sent to America in the late 1800s by old Tom Morris of St. Andrews. His arrival helped lay the foundation for golf's rich history here in the U.S. John's grandfather would eventually design one of the premier courses of all time, Oak Hills Country Club, just outside of Chicago. It was here that young John developed his passion for his grandfather's old Hickory sticks.
I feel his spirit, and I feel his energy is the term I think I used. I can feel his energy in these golf clubs because I know he had his hands on them, and he was there either putting them together or testing them after his guys that work for him put them together, and I can just feel that energy.
It's an energy that still permeates through his home. Scattered around every room in his house, John's collection of Hickory sticks continues to grow.
This is probably from the late 1800s, and when we turn it over, you'll see Galewood, Illinois.
Hundreds of clubs, some more than a century old. Many were made by his grandfather, Mac.
This club is one of the set that my grandfather made for Grandma Mac. Probably 90% of the clubs I have, 80% have this stamping when he was the pro at Glen Oak.
Unlike the carbon and graphite clubs used today, these sticks are typically made from ash or hickory. He admits the clubs are harder to control, but for John and other club collectors like him, they believe it's important to preserve the rich history of Hickory golf clubs for future generations. The movement has even spawned dozens of tournaments around the country, including this one in March in Sun City West.
Well, a little to the right.
Nearly 100 Hickory golf collectors hit the links with their original sticks, each one with its own story to tell.
It was made famous by Bobby Jones, who he played with this club called the Calamity Jane.
Some of these golfers are no stranger to the game either. 76-year-old Jack Delaney. He's been playing golf most of his life, but when he was introduced to the Hickory game a few years ago, he knew he had to try it.
I see a lot of other people hitting balls lower, and sometimes bad kind of low, than I do with regular clubs. I hope to go on and build my own the way they used to do, which is you grab a club, and if it feels better than the one you have, you trade it off.
For John McIntosh, all of his Hickory clubs are special.
I play modern clubs as well as antique Hickory clubs. I love them all the same.
Because of how fragile most of his Hickory clubs are, he'll only bring them out for special tournaments. But the connection he makes every time he drives the ball using one of his granddad's sticks is something he says never gets old.
It's a family thing with me. When I hit a good shot, thanks, Grandpa. You did good work, you know.
Wow. And you know, you could probably put those Hickory clubs in Tiger Woods' hands and he'd probably still shoot 68. That's the amazing thing. Most of John's clubs are antiques, and he believes they're worth about $50 a club, but they mean so much more than that. Some of the newer Hickory sticks are double that. If you'd like to learn more about the local Hickory Golf Club, we've got a link on our website, fox10phoenix.com.